The Hungary Grand Prix has finished a couple of hours ago. It was, well, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Okay. The Hungary Grand Prix just ended a few hours ago. I just had the time to sit down and talk about this a little bit with you guys. And yeah, it was kind of mellow. The Grand Prix, and I'm here for the usual ratings video. It was kind of mellow. It it kind of was what you would expect from from the races this year. Just Max took off, and he just did what he wanted to do with the race. At one point, he did the fastest lap, beating the fastest lap at till the time for about 2 seconds or something around those lines. And for ones who understand racing and knows that 2 seconds, it's huge, right? So it was just strolling down the track, doing whatever he wanted to do with everybody else. So yeah, if you want me to, like usual, I'm going to rate, but I'm just going to rate the top five, top 10. Let me just pull the full listing here. No need to rate everybody. I did that in the first couple of videos, and it was kind of not very interesting, very interesting at all. So if you check the standings as they are, so the top five was Max, Lando, Sergio, Lewis, and Oscar. Let me just put this out of my way. So let's just get this guy out of the way. Okay. So I'm going to give him the usual 8 out of 10. And you know why? He has the better car. He's a fantastic driver. So he just did what he had to do and did it very well. So no surprises. Let me just after this specify how do I say this? The biggest disappointment on my predictions video, I said that Mercedes was going to be the biggest disappointment. Can we say that it was? They got P4 and they got P6 with George. Was Mercedes the biggest disappointment? No, I don't think so. I think the biggest disappointment, well, first Ferrari. I mean, come on, P6, P7. I think you guys can do much better. I need to think about this a little bit more to try to understand what actually went wrong. But they were a disappointment, and also Aston Martin is kind of going on a downslope. So since Silverstone, including Silverstone, they were a little bit disappointing. I don't know if they're getting something ready, some surprises, but just a couple of mentions there. So Ferrari was a big disappointment to me. I was hoping much more from them, but it is what it is. So let's go back. Let's go back to the race. Lando Norris P2. Okay. So where is Lando? I don't what did I delete Lando? Oh no, it's over here. So Lando, he did again did great, especially because this team here are doing lots of great things with the car. So he has a great car now, a very effective car right now. So the same driver but a better car, the results are obvious. So Lando, I'm going to give you an 8 out of 10 because he actually did very well, man. I like Lando. He seems to be a good guy. Seems to be all over a good guy. So I'm happy for him, and I really wish him the best for the rest of the season. Then Sergio. Okay, Sergio. That's Sergio is a big question mark in my head right now. But what rating to give Sergio? I think he deserves. I'm in the fence here. He has a better car, that's for sure, by a big margin. So I'm going to give us. He was the driver of the day, so I'm going to give him an 8. Okay, he deserves an 8 this time. He did a good effort coming back to the top. He made a big effort to go back to the top of the podium. So I'm going to give him an 8, even though it was quote unquote just P3, because P1 there's the usual suspect there, Lewis. Okay, my man Lewis. Lewis did the pole position, very made me very happy, and I'm going to give him a 7 just because of the end result. But it's a 7 falling to an 8 because he did very well. Again, this is one guy that is being held off by the car, pure and simple. And that kind of, we're going to finish the top 5 with finishing up with Oscar. Okay, so Oscar is here. Since the beginning of the season, this is not a lie, I'm a big fan of Oscar. So I'm going to give him, even though he only quote unquote only finished P6, not P6, sorry, P5. He deserves an 8. He's a rookie. He's taking the best out of the car and the upgrades, and he is very, very polite on the radio. He follows the team instructions and even helps them with some tips. So he's a stand-up guy. I really enjoyed his performance overall as a driver, as a performer, as a driver, and also as a person. He did show to be proven to be a very professional person, a very effective person on what he does, and I really see a very big smiley future to him. Then we had George 6th, Leclerc 7th, Sainz 8th, and Alonso 9th. So Russell managed to take advantage of the Leclerc penalty of driving too fast on the pit lane. So that strategy, he did well. George said a little lie, saying his tires was dying off, but they were good enough to take on Carlos Sainz. Then we had Alonso and Stroll. Again, a little bit disappointing finishing up so low in the grid, but still in the points. And then you have Alex Albon. Just a quick note to Alex Albon. He surprises me in a good way in every race. So I think this is another guy that if he had a better car, he would be able to do much more. Let me just take Oscar from here, even though he deserves the limelight. Then we have Bottas, Daniel Ricciardo. So Daniel, he finished up above Tsunoda. So that's something to be aware of. So of course we didn't. I was excited to see some sort of surprise from Daniel, but he did very well. He didn't know the car, so it was kind of a discovery weekend for him. He finished it up over Yuki, that knows the car very, very well at this point, and almost made it to the points. So Daniel, well done. I'm really eager to see you at Spa and to see what you can do there. Then Nico, Tsunoda, Zhou Guanyu. Zhou, come on, man. Don't throw opportunities like that to the window. You were just touching your wheel on lights out. Kevin Magnussen, Logan Sargent, Ocon and Gasly. Well, I could put Alpine as a disappointment, but not quite, because it was a forced error. It wasn't even an error; they were forced out. So bad luck there. Gasly was unlucky. As Ocon was also unlucky. Gasly with a very good start. He managed to pass many people, but then Zhou Guanyu just hit Ricardo hits Gasly, and that hits Ocon, big mess. And well, it is what it is. Better luck next time. But much more to know what I think. It's much better for you guys to know what you guys think of all about this. And that's exactly what I want to hear. Let me know in the comments below what you think. If you disagree, if you don't disagree, please let me know all of your thoughts. Like and subscribe if it helps, and I'll see you in the next one. I don't know if it's a predictions for Spa or something before that, but I'll see you when I see you. Thank you, guys.